is that I date outside of my race a lot. I date outside of my race a lot.
Problem number one.
What you mean problem number? How's that a problem? No, because
But I'm not finna cook. That's your job. That ain't your job. But
that's your job. Are you job?
Not your job. Bro.
Sir, we are on the same show. Don't because you over here because I'm over here with him ABCs and you're still single.
I call them the DES factor. The A is for appearance, the B is for the brains, and the C is for character. She didn't pass my appearance test.
Flashy, got the jewels on.
Absolutely not.
Oh, why not?
Well, she don't believe in God, so we don't.
I never even. He's scratching his neck.
The back, she got the front. I cannot appreciate the back for now, and I also feel the aroma. The aroma is not there. So
love that you got a lineup. I think the hair is an improvement and it looks excellent. I did not like the hair on the show, but it looks way better now. No, I mean that in such a positive way. I mean that wasn't a backhanded compliment.
She wanna make me her wife, but I don't wanna be her wife. Okay, slide by in the motherfucking range. I do the dash in the vintage. Yeah.
YouTube, what is good with y'all? I'm back again with another Pop the Balloon reaction video. Today I'm going to be reacting to the season 4 reunion of Pop the Balloon. Let me know down in the comments what you think about this video. Let me know what else I should be reacting to. 98% of y'all not subscribed, so if you fuck with the video, then tap in and subscribe. Make sure you like the video and check out my playlist to see my other Balloon Pop reaction videos. Without further ado, let's get right into it.
So, in this next clip, it's of a contestant who claims that he is a high-value man. Let's take a look at this person. Your name and age?
Desmond, my friends call me Dr. Des, founder CEO of Platinum Care Health Solutions, 37 years old.
Okay. And why did you end up popping your balloon?
I do have some criterias. As a high-value man, I value the simple ABCs. I call them the DES factor. The A is for appearance, the B is for the brains, and the C is for character. She didn't pass my appearance test.
Okay. In what way?
So with the appearance, I look at the front, the back. She got the front. I cannot appreciate the back for now, and I also feel the aroma. The aroma is not there. So appearance test, 1/3.
Okay.
There's certain specifications I'm looking for. The thickness has to be at a specific location. So that's what I'm looking for.
All right, Dr. Des. So how's the Des factor going for you since the show? How's the hunting going?
The hunting is going. The Des factor is working. And
yes, sir.
Everybody has a Des factor. Everybody has a preference. Everybody has a criteria.
Okay.
I, for one, happen to believe that women are supposed to be feminine. By feminine, I mean there's certain features that you were blessed by our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Mm-hmm. I look at the front, like I said on the video, and I look at the back. That's physical appearance. I know I talked about the ABCs. The A is for appearance, the B is for the brains, and C for character. Okay. If you pass the appearance test, we will talk about the brains, which is the intellect. Education, formal and informal. And character, that's a classified criteria that we have to talk one-on-one for me to ascertain what the character is. So, the DES factor is working. I haven't found the one yet, but I am working on it.
Okay. So to open it up to everyone, what did you guys think of?
I like, before she even says what they say, before they say stuff, before she says anything else, I like what he has to say. I like it when people come up with acronyms for things that they believe in. I like it when they take things seriously. I like when they stand on what they believe in. And even though his braids did look a little bit messed up in that video, he was dressed nice and he knows what he wants. And he apparently, I don't know him personally, I can't verify this, but according to him, he is a high value man. So I think it's good to know your worth and to be specific about what you want, because if you don't, then you'll end up with something that you don't want.
Dr. Dez's appearance on the show.
Ooh. I will say this. I love that you got a lineup. I think the hair is an improvement and it looks excellent. I did not like the hair on the show, but it looks way better now. No, I mean that in such a positive way. I mean that wasn't a backhanded compliment. I like the way that You improved the hair, the appearance. You got the A, baby.
And when I say appearance, I don't mean just like physical appearance.
Yeah.
I mean just him overall on the show, how he behaved, the things he said.
I mean, I get what you're saying. That's for everybody for real. Like appearance, brains, character. Like that goes on. Like that's unspoken. Like what's understood don't need to be said.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like it's the way you said it and the way like you carried yourself when you said it. It's like what the girls be saying is giving. You think that you better than everybody.
It gave sassy. I think it gave sassy because the reason why I say it gave sassy because you could have said those things, but I don't think like the Des factor, like how you're characterizing it, it just seems like it's a little like 1, 2, 3, and it's like, why can't you just explain what you're saying?
It is 1, 2,
You know?
3 because 1, 2, 3 is easy as ABCs. We have to break things down. We're in the United States of America, right?
Yes.
We have to deconstruct a lot of things that have been constructed.
I totally agree with him. I think that's the whole reason why Arlette says, why did you pop? Why don't you like their appearance? Because there's so much just saying things and not distilling it down to what you really mean and speaking the truth. And he's distilling it down in a very simple way. Another thing is, a lot of people are stupid. Maybe these people on this podcast or this episode think that, I think a lot of them think they're smarter than they actually are. And for a person who is probably, maybe he's smarter than them, maybe he's not, but I think it's reasonable to distill things down because I don't think people process information unless maybe some people will, some people won't, but if you want a general audience to process information, I think it's important to distill it down. And there's nothing wrong with calling it the Des factor. I think it adds an element of coolness to like brand something like that. And I don't think he's given sassy. I don't think he's given that he thinks he's better than people. I just think that he really stands for something. He's branded it. He's branded himself. And that makes people feel uncomfortable. And I don't think that means that he's sassy or he's the furthest thing from sassy in my book.
People come to this country. We don't know where people are coming from. I'm an African first. And when I share what I'm looking for in a partner, that is my preference. Mm-hmm. Women come on this show every time. They'll say they want a 6 foot tall guy making 6 figures with 6 inches. Nobody judged them for that. When I come in here and I talk about the Des factor,
6 inches, that's it.
that is the bare minimum. What is the bare minimum? That's what it's saying. Nobody brings them heat, But when a guy have the guts to say what they want in the lady, it becomes a problem. Why is that? Men has to stand up. Men have to speak their mind. Men have to be men. We have to be able to express ourselves, our true self, and honestly.
But maybe the oversimplifying comes across as a little like talking down. Mm-hmm. And like you said, you're maybe just trying to explain it to everybody, but maybe it's not coming across correctly. Right. Because it is coming across a little like
the delivery.
All right, well, let's go ahead and wrap up this segment then. You want to say one last comment from Uche and then we'll go ahead and move on.
I was just saying personally, I didn't see anything wrong with his choice of like elimination. I didn't say anything wrong. Like you guys said, his delivery could have been better. Yeah. I agree, but his criterias, I believe, are standard.
It's valid.
Yeah, but it's just my little 2 cents.
Perfect. Thank you. All right, so let's take a look at Shalane's journey on episode 37.
You said that you want somebody that values a relationship with God and that like goes to church. I'm not religious. I don't go to church. I grew up religious, but I don't practice a religion right now. I will say that one of my downfalls is that I don't really cook.
Crazy.
Yeah, so I kind of like low maintenance meals. So like the eggs, the salmon, the salads, the fruits.
Just on rotation.
Things that are not like super hard to cook. I'm not the best cook. I hate cooking. It hates me.
You
whatever.
hate it.
It hates me back, so we're even.
He's scratching his neck.
I know. I did notice that. I didn't notice that when I first watched the show, but I did notice it just now, like the scratch in the neck. Like it was given like I'm finna pop your shit right this second. But I think it's one thing I was gonna say is I like the way her hair looked better on the show. Like I like it when she keeps it like shorter than when she lets it grow out a little bit. Like that's kind of my preference on that. Like they either need to keep it like real short or they need to grow it out a little more, at least have like a little afro or something. But I don't know, like I don't see nothing wrong with it. Like if she's cooking simple stuff, that still counts as cooking. It doesn't have to be anything fancy as long as it tastes good. But I can't understand why other men or people in general would want someone that can cook a little bit more better or like fancier stuff, because especially if they can cook, they want somebody that's equally yoked. That's a buzzword nowadays.
So, Shalane, as we saw on your episode, anytime, God or a relationship with God, anything like that was brought up, like you would pop immediately. Can you talk to us about that?
Yeah, I think first off, my biggest issue is that I never said I don't believe in God. I think the minute I said I'm not religious, people equated that with like, oh, she doesn't believe in God and she's like a devil worshiper, which is not the case. Like I said, I grew up religious. I question a lot of things pertaining to Christianity and the Black community, like the genesis of how it was introduced to us. We learned about Christianity from like our enslavers or colonizers. So initially I already have a problem with that. But it's not that I don't believe in God. I'm agnostic. I don't have proof that God exists. I don't have proof that he doesn't. I just exist. And I'm just like, whatever. I'm not against people believing in God or having whatever religion they want. But when you say you're a Christian, from the doctrine that I know, I'm thinking, okay, you don't want to be unequally yoked with anybody, so that's why I eliminate myself. I would date a Christian as long as you're not imposing your beliefs on me. I believe everybody's journey is different and everybody should have that free will to seek out whatever spiritual path that they want, But for me, organized religion is just not it. That's just not for me.
I like that she said that though, because I feel like a lot of people get on the show and they're like, oh yeah, I believe in God, and oh yeah, and then they find out like afterwards that they're not really going to church, they're not really, like into God as that they said. So I like how that she was real about like, hey, this is how like I am as a person, and if you're really super religious and I'm not, we probably won't work out. So I just like that she was like honest, because I feel like there's some people that come out there that's like, oh, I'm super religious, and then they're like, are you? And that might be my deal breaker, and they're like, oh, I just don't want to say like I'm not, and then not match. So I just really commend her for being honest and being true to herself.
Being religious and saying you're a Christian is the norm within the Black community. So
that's definitely true. That being religious and being Christian is at least being Muslim or Christian is the norm within the Black community. Like even being Jewish or any other religion is very uncommon in the Black community. But I do think she brings up a good point, that I think a lot of people say that they're open to dating people that aren't Christian, and I think that they really don't want to date somebody that's not Christian. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just a preference, just like looks or height or whatever. So there's nothing wrong with having a preference that somebody that you date is into the same religion or into the same things in general as you are. But I think it's hard to find people, like she said, where they're really like actually okay with dating somebody that isn't Christian and isn't wanting to like convert them or impose their beliefs upon them. And I think the other girl on the left side bring up a good point as well, in the sense of people claim to be Christian, they claim to be very religious, and they're really not, because they want people to accept them, or because they think it's good to claim that, or because they want to match with somebody. And really, you should just be honest about what level you're at as far as your religious beliefs and commitment to religion, instead of trying to fake and perpetrate like you something that you're not.
It would be easy for me to come out and pretend to be something I'm not, but I'm not in the business of like deceiving people. I'm honest. I'm very much like what you see is what you get.
It was at least 3 guys though that from our episode that you popped on, or I think they popped on you, where it was all about religion. So I just kind of want to know, how does that affect your dating life? When you say up front, I don't do this, I don't worship, I don't go to church, and how do guys in real life respond to that?
So the way I've approached dating is that I date outside of my race a lot. I date outside of my race a lot.
Problem number 1.
What you mean problem number? How's that a problem? No, because I feel like Black. I feel
it's a safe space.
Is it though, girl?
No, we listen.
I feel like Black people are very boxed in. Like the norm within Black societies. anybody within the Black diaspora, Caribbean, African American, like, you're Christian, that's how you were raised, and it's this big deal. Like, I date outside of my race a lot where religion doesn't even come up. It's not even a thing. It's not even brought up, you know?
How's that working out for you, though?
How is it working?
Dr. Daz?
Sir, we are on the same show. Don't because you over here because I'm over here with him ABCs and you're still single.
There's a difference between me and you.
Let me hear the difference.
What's the difference?
The difference is clear.
Oh, go ahead.
When it comes to options, I have a plethora.
You don't think I have a plethora of options?
There is a plethora.
Bloody hell, this man, yo. Look at me. You think I have options?
No, I'm talking for myself. Okay. There's a plethora. This is the thing when it comes to religiosity, okay? I talked about the death factor with ABCs. You have a death factor, but you don't accept it. Your death factor, one of your criteria is a religiosity, okay?
It is not, though. No, it's not. I will date someone who's Christian. What I'm saying is, if you are a Christian, you're following the principles of the Bible, you're abiding by the doctrine that you study, then you don't want to be unequally yoked, right? And as someone who's not a Christian, you shouldn't be with me then if you're a sturdy Christian, strong in your faith, walking the straight and narrow path. So I take myself from it because I'm like, oh, you're Christian. You don't want nothing to do with me based on your own doctrine. I will date a Christian, though. I don't have a problem with it.
Okay, so what you're saying is that you can date a Christian as long as they don't try to.
Don't impose your beliefs on me. Everybody's path is their own.
But here's the thing,
I don't
though.
see life through the lens of Christianity. I see it through the lens of humanity.
Gotcha.
Cool.
Here's the thing.
That's a bar.
Why would you pop? If you say you would date a Christian, when somebody mentioned the fact that they are God-fearing or they are Christian, why would you pop on that
Because
mention?
I was making an assumption based on the doctrine of Christianity. You guys cannot be unequally
So you
yoked.
were-
But and also, you usually pop when they say they want a woman
Of God, exactly. And I mean, that's
when
not
she would
me.
pop. Not because
Exactly.
they said they're Christian.
They want a woman of God.
Okay.
Gotcha.
All right. And then also, you also mentioned cooking.
Oh, God.
Man, before we get into the cooking, they really got into some beef right there. Like he's talking about how she doesn't have options and how he does have options, and I don't know who I think has more options, to be honest, but I just think that I agree with her. I think that when you're dating outside your race, the whole just standards in general tend to be going out the window. When black men date someone outside their race, I think that people tend to not have the same standards that black women have. He has to dress cool. He has to have aura. He has to be 6 feet. He has to make money. Like, this isn't something you see as much outside of dating black women, especially outside of dating American women. And I think that she started calling out his ABC and his Des factor and getting all defensive because he brought up that she's single. He obviously, like he said, it hasn't been working out for her. He didn't say that it has been working out for him. He says, I don't know, like, I just think that I like Des more than I like her. I like how he thinks, so I'm automatically inclined to believe whatever he's saying. But I don't know. I just don't like her tone, how she got very aggressive and calling out his Des factor when really he just pointed out, how's that working out for you? She could have just said, it's not working out good for me. You're right. Not getting all defensive and being like, I got options and look at me. Look how I look. You never see Des say that, like, oh, look how great I look or look how much money I have. Like, just talking shit. Like, I don't know.
Okay, that is so... I feel like that is so... I said I cook stuff. I said I make salads, fruit, and all that. No, am I eating? Listen, I'm glad I can cook. And I was telling the girls earlier, my back would probably be really big. I don't want to be big backed. I'm glad I cannot cook. I eat a lot of salads. The body, it shows. Plenty of men can cook. Plenty of men can cook. I'll be alright.
I have to give her that though, that she was honest with it, because I think, like, sorry, remind me your name?
Shelly.
Yeah, as she said, some people come on here and act like, oh, I'm Christian, I'm that. No, she was brutally honest, and I love her for that. I remember watching that episode, I was like, oh, I like her. Yeah, like she's not ashamed of who she is.
Right.
I don't cook. You still want to be with me or you want to pop your balloon? I don't really care. So I like that. So
I don't
yeah.
cook. I don't clean.
So for the guys, is a woman who doesn't cook or cooks in debt, like, is that a deal breaker for you?
Over with.
Super duper.
Absolutely over with.
Super
She
duper.
cannot cook for me.
Are you serious?
Emphatically. Gotta know how to
On
cook.
some real
Can
shit.
you
No,
cook?
like, I was fake joking, but on some.
And-
If you're not cooking for like,
What
are
if
we
she's
doing?
a good cleaner? What if you
I
have
can
the
clean.
food and she takes the cars to the car wash? Like,
Look, I can't cook, but I'm not finna cook. That's your job. That ain't your job. But like,
that's your job. Are you
job?
Not your job.
That's
Like,
whose job?
go ahead, you got it.
You just set us back like an entire century.
No, really and
I can't
truly.
even listen to you right now. Like,
traditional.
You had me and you lost me. Like
But ladies, if we're listening, all the men, well, I didn't hear from James, but all the men said cooking is
Yeah, that's
a deal
important.
breaker.
That's important.
and see, this is black.
Wait a minute.
That's
so
all
I feel
men,
like,
like,
No, it
It's not
is
just
not.
black people.
Hold on. Let's hear from
It's not
Shelly. Let's hear from
I feel
Shelly.
like, okay, if you want a woman that cooks and cleans and does the traditional thing, you should be doing the traditional man thing and providing.
You better be
and
doing
doing everything
Yo,
on your
because
end.
I can do that.
As a man,
Man, they need to bring them together right now because everybody is just talking. But I think she's right. I think that if you're gonna expect a woman to cook and clean, then you should be providing because that's just like feeding into the traditional type of thing. But for me personally, I don't care if a woman is that good at cooking, but if there's all things being equal, like it's not a deal breaker for me, but all things being equal, I'm gonna pick the woman who can cook better over the woman that can't cook as well. And I also think that her version of cooking, her brand of cooking is still cooking. It's just not fancy and it's healthy. Like, I don't know. I think her cooking is fine with me. She was gonna say something else like that it's a thing for black men, but it's not a thing for other type of men. I just think that black people in general have a higher standard for food, maybe. Like, not to say that there's no, like, white people or other races that have, like, the same standard for taste, but there is a stereotype that white people be eating stuff that doesn't taste good. And also, I'm mixed, so I'm white and black, and I think that I can look at it maybe from a more, like, a different perspective, having grown up around both sides, like black family and white family. And I just think that, I don't know, I think she's right to some extent, but I think what she may be dating is like not as masculine men that are not black. And I think that those men are willing to just compromise more because they don't maybe see their worth as much, and they're just like, oh yeah, I'll cook, I'll clean, you just be yourself and be whatever, and I'll provide. Like, that's just not okay for me. If I'm cooking, I'm cleaning, and I'm providing, I might as well just be by my damn self or stay single, because why would I marry a girl that's not adding value to my life? Now, if she's adding value in other ways, then that's a different story. She's bringing in some type of business, or she's putting me on with connections, or she's doing my hair, whatever it is. Like, there's other ways a woman can bring value outside of just cooking and cleaning.
Hold on.
But what I feel like is a lot of men nowadays, they expect women to do all these traditional things, but they're not doing all the traditional things as a man.
Not know how to
And
cook
you
is
want-
crazy.
No, not
What's the traditional
but,
things as men? What is that?
like providing,
We'll build a
right?
shed.
Like not only providing, right, taking care of the home, fixing
that's
things of that sort, like manly things, right, like manly duties.
So you want a man
And-
who? So you're saying if a woman has to cook, clean, all that stuff, a man should know how to do like what, like build stuff,
fix a
all
car,
the
protect. Yes, pay on
100%
car. If you don't fix the car, pay for the car to get fixed.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? Like, do all the things that I feel like should be taken care of by a man.
Okay.
But nowadays, men want all the things that I feel like, like the traditional woman should do: cook, clean.
Let's not say
all
men. That's
this.
just the dudes you choose to talk to.
All this.
Ooh.
Wait a minute. And y'all don't be doing the same thing. So that's just all I'm
Okay,
saying.
Alicia.
I have a question. Isn't cooking a life skill?
I was
like,
gonna
I'm not
say-
down for not being able to cook, but
I was
I was
gonna say.
always taught like men and women, everybody should be able to cook.
Yeah.
And I know you
Yeah,
frying them eggs, baby, making that salad. But, like, I feel like everybody should be able to cook to
Right.
sustain themselves.
Everybody need to be able to cook.
So the word flashy was thrown around.
All right. Before we get into flashiness, I think everybody should be able to cook, but I want to date somebody that's better at cooking than I am because I don't know, like I just think that that's dope. That I want somebody to cook for me better than what I can cook for myself. But also, I feel like Alicia be throwing shade with her comments. Like she just says like, you fry them eggs, you make them salads. Like she's making a comment, but she's also talking shit. Just like when she was talking about the doctor brother, he was about his haircut. Like she was saying it looks better, but also throwing shade about how he looked on the show. And I don't like that.
Found a lot with this contestant. Let's see why. Okay, so is it a yes for you for her?
No. I like her. She cool, but she said he was flashy, and cause his pants. And I got him a $1.2 million watch, $400,000 chain. I know I'm flashy, so I don't know why she chose me. If he said he flashy cause his pants, so I don't think I'm at her type. I think maybe she liked me, but I don't think I'm her type. But I think you're a beautiful woman, and like you my type. But if you say he was flashy, and I know I'm way flashier than him, I'm just gonna be real myself,
All right, so Mozzie VS.
Yes.
You ended up popping your balloon on this young lady, even though you said she was your type, because she ended up saying, in the end, you're flashy, and you also believe you're flashy. Then you went on to go tell us about, the price of all your jewelry.
Yeah.
Why did you feel the need to disclose that?
I was just letting them know. They thought I was.
I totally agree with her. I don't feel the need I don't get the feeling the need to disclose the price of your jewelry. Like one, we don't necessarily have to take your word for it. Like you could say, oh, $1.2 million watch, $400,000 chain. Like, okay, good for you. Like, it's just let the piece exist for what it is. You don't hear Travis. I mean, actually, that's not true. You do hear rappers doing that, and I think that is what has fallen down towards not the average man, but the non-artist jewelry wearer. It's a different story when Lil Baby is bragging about how much his jewelry costs because that's his image and that's a part of how he makes his money. You bragging about spending $400 on a chain is not the same because you're not an artist. And I think as a non-artist, you should lean more towards being humble. And even if you're not going to be humble, let's say you're going to be confident and more leaning towards arrogant, I still don't think there's any reason to bring up the price of your jewelry. Just like Mavzy, the other nigga that wears the jewelry, we're talking about his teeth. It's a house, $330,000. It's a house, $300. I don't remember even what he said, but he's talking about the price of stuff, and it's like, just let it. If it looks that good, people are going to compliment it, and they're going to appreciate it without needing to know the price.
I was lying too until like people really started seeing who I was, but but yeah. I mean, she was cool. We had fun after the show, and it was fine. It's cool.
So you guys did hang out afterwards?
Yeah, we hung out. She was cool.
Oh,
that's Bay or no?
Oh, nah, not Bay. That's crazy. That ain't Bay. No. We hung out, after the show, kicked it.
Okay. But did you understand what she was saying on the show when she was talking about the flashiness and all of that?
Kinda, but not really. I just, at the end of the day, I just think with the other guy, she just didn't like the way he looked, honestly. And I just think she liked the way I look better, honestly. That's what I think, yeah. Yeah, that's what I think. She just didn't want to say it, but it is what it is.
All right, I see. So for the ladies here, are you guys into men who are all super flashy, got the jewels on?
Absolutely not.
Oh, why not?
Well, she don't believe in God, so we don't.
I never said that. You see what I'm saying? What? No. It's silly because immediately I'm demonized and anyway.
Oh my God.
Okay, so just to
I don't know. I feel like she tries to give herself a little more credit for believing in God. Not once in this conversation has she deliberately said, I believe in God. She said, I don't have any evidence that God exists and I don't have any evidence that he doesn't exist. That is not the same as believing in God. That is like indifference. Maybe you don't think that he doesn't exist, but you're just... she's not even spiritual. I could get being an atheist. I could get being spiritual. I could get being religious. But to be just indifferent, it's given you haven't put any thought into this. You don't care about it at all. It's just, and then I'm not saying that she's not right about the whole slavery indoctrination and of black people and bringing them Christianity through their slave owners. But that doesn't take away from the fact that religion has helped many people. And I feel like she'd just be throwing shade on it when religion is a great thing. It's not really, in my opinion, something to be looked down on.
To open it up to the ladies here, are you guys attracted to men who are flashy like that, or would you want to date someone like super flashy, jewelry, all that?
I mean, I don't mind someone that's flashy. Hopefully you ice me out.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like when you are wearing, change, flashy, whatever, like that's who you are. Like if you feel like you want to do that to show your personality, show who you are, like you got it, why not? I don't think it's a problem. Because I feel like me personally, I'm a person that likes to show up and show out. So if my man is showing up and showing out too.
Private jet. Private jet, Mazi.
Private jet.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Okay. What about
I am reminded every day that people are different. Like we are different. I absolutely do not like a flashy man. I like my man simple, in a nice sweater, jeans, some
Boring.
that's what I
Yes, sir. I like to hear that. I mean, boring, I don't know. Like, I wouldn't call it boring because I think you can show your personality in other ways. It doesn't have to be through your outfit and through your jewelry. But obviously, I'm on the side of people who wear a lot of jewelry. Like, even what I'm wearing right now is like not, like if I'm doing a music video, I'm going to wear more jewelry than this. If I'm going to certain events, I'm going to wear more jewelry from this. This is just more of like a casual amount of jewelry for me. And with, dang, what was I going to say? Like, I totally agree with the girl on the left, like what she said about how like she likes it and she wants her man to show up and show out, and that she sees it as them showing their personality. Like, that's the type of person that I'm looking for right there. Like, I want somebody that looks at what I'm doing as me being myself and not looks at it as being flashy and wanting attention and just like in a negative way.
We like the
That's what I like. Like that whole chain.
Enemies.
Listen,
neck, man.
Eyes, all that.
Listen.
I'm not done.
Go
I'm
ahead.
not done.
Go ahead.
Okay. All right. Thank you. So the whole ice on your neck, your rings.
So you
all
want your
that
man
stuff.
pull up in a boring Toyota
You know what?
Corolla and
Carry on.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. We ride Rolls Royces, private jets.
I don't care what
yachts.
you got. You see what's
You
funny
know.
is that a simple man can have all those things.
You capping now. You yapping. No. You just talking.
Have you guys seen how Bill Gates and Steve Jobs dresses?
Hold on, guys.
Wait. The worst thing I hate when people say is rich people don't drive this and that. Rich people don't drive Lamborghini. Who drive Lamborghinis?
That's not what I'm saying.
No, we didn't say they don't drive.
That is a good point right there. I'm pausing it a lot because they're saying a lot, but like the whole rich people like Steve Jobs and Bill Gates don't wear blah, like, because they're plain white people. Like, that doesn't mean that I bet you they're buying artwork. I bet you they're spending their money on something else. Like, they're investing their money in companies. You just like it when guys spend money on different stuff. That doesn't mean one way is right or wrong. Like, their way of spending money is wrong or Bill Gates' way is right. And are you going to go date Bill Gates? Are you going to go date Steve Jobs? Do you know about these guys' personality? Bill Gates is a straight up nerd. And Steve Jobs is a huge narcissist. So you want to talk about how they wear all this and that, and you don't know nothing about these people. And you're just judging people that are right in front of you that you actually could get to know.
Do y'all know for real?
No, literally.
Hey, y'all don't know what Bill Gates drives. We don't know y'all. When last time y'all seen Bill Gates? Bill Gates don't know you.
Come on now.
I think that's
Let's let Uche finish. Let's let Uche finish.
Yeah.
Guys, hold on. Let's let Uche finish.
I'm just saying, like, you guys dress like you're trying to make a point.
Yes.
We don't need to know that you have money from the way you look. You can still look very simple and have all those things, the Rolls Royce or whatever, Lamborghini, all that stuff. You can still have it. You don't gotta flash it out. That's what I don't like.
It's a regular day, man.
Yeah, like what?
Yes,
That's regular.
That's really
You just
flashy,
really just
man.
showing.
It's called,
you have
this is what it's called. If you got it, you got it.
Simple.
If you don't,
You don't.
You don't.
But I think there's
you
quiet.
can get it.
And then the difference
Alicia, go ahead,
and
Alicia.
got it is two different things.
Simple.
No bad.
You can have it, but still look simple. Is what I'm saying.
Wait, that don't make
Quiet
sense.
luxury.
Simple.
We're talking about
Uche.
quiet luxury, though.
Thank you.
Quiet luxury is, yeah, sure, your sweater can be $1,000, but it doesn't have to be logoed out. I think there's levels to it. I do like a guy who puts it on. I like jewelry. I like diamonds. I like all that.
Right.
But it doesn't have to be super
Y'all-
duper
y'all
bust
say-
down on level 10,000.
Y'all say
I don't-
all that, and then when y'all see me, y'all be looking and choosing.
I know
I
your
mean,
neck
I
hurt.
don't think that's the thing, though,
Yeah.
because I don't
That's
want...
facts.
Yeah.
So
So
you
I walk in the
Isn't that
room,
uncomfortable?
I walk in the room, I'ma shake it.
You're a
Isn't that
topic of
uncomfortable?
conversation, yes,
Yo,
but...
boring
you are-
guy, he gonna be just sitting there looking crazy.
You think we're looking
Hold
at
on,
you
guys.
because
Here's the
Wait,
thing. Here's the thing. I agree on one thing with Mazi. That's the original Mazi. This is a Mazi 2.0.
No.
Wait. I have something to say. Wait. I agree. Mazi VS. Sorry, Mazi VS.
Don't ever call me no Maz 2.0.
Nah, I mean, I do like his Mozzie's chains better, but I like his outfit better than Mozzie's. Like, I'm not a fan of the Versace robe, Versace whatever he's got on. I like the sequins. I like the chrome heart hat. I like his rings. Like, he's got a lot going on. I wouldn't just call him Mozzie 2.0. And it's just like, bro, there's just so much shade being thrown around right now. It's nothing wrong with dressing more modestly, and there's nothing wrong with being flashy. And I think Mozzie is right, though. Like, he was like, oh, girls be looking and choosing when you got on that ice, and they be on this show and on these podcasts and on these platforms talking about how they don't like certain things, but when they see it in real life, the story changes. And I guarantee you, if they seen somebody like Moneybagg Yo or Lil Baby or other people that wear a lot of jewelry, but they're actually famous, then they definitely would be changing their tune.
Mozzie VS, that's, Mozzie wrote whatever.
There's one thing I agree with Mazi on. Mazi, apparently, Mazi appears to own a Maserati. I happen to own a Maserati
That's one of
as
my
well.
cars.
I have a Maserati Levante, all right?
Yeah.
I don't flash that on my social media. I have a Richard Mille. I didn't buy that with my own money. It was given to me by a high value network man.
What?
A high value friend.
Don't say that no more.
All right. Listen, I'll tell you this.
Hold on, man.
Don't say that.
I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this.
I don't know about those doctor factors no more. Hold on.
Come on. Right. I'll tell you this.
Okay, guys, please, one at a time.
I'll tell you. Let me finish.
Go ahead, finish up, Dr. Des.
Original Mazi. I went through, I watched his episodes. I listened to him. He appears to be a guy that knows how to carry himself. But when it comes to high value, you will not see a high value man on OnlyFans. That's number one.
What?
Hold
on, wait a
will
minute.
not see a high value man having an OnlyFans account. Number one. Listen, wait.
Hold on,
Can I
everybody
finish?
be quiet now. Let me
Okay, go ahead, Dr.
Let me
Des.
finish. I will land the plane and I'll have everybody have an opportunity to speak. A high value man, when you have things, resources, stability, financial resources,
It's great.
it doesn't shout, it doesn't scream. Like I said, I do have a Richard Mille piece. It is on my wrist. This watch is 70,000 USD.
That ain't real.
I didn't buy it with my money.
That's
I didn't buy it.
$70,000.
I didn't buy it with my money, and I will not boast on that. However, when we're talking about high value, there's a difference between high value and flashy. We can have that conversation at
I
a
like that.
different time.
That's true.
Okay, thank you for that. Let's go ahead and wrap this one up and move on to. So that was Mozzie VS we were just talking about. Now we're going to talk about our other
2.0.
Mozzie here, who also got called flashy. Is she someone that's your type?
You ever been on a private jet before?
No, not yet.
Not yet. I want to find out.
No.
when you
It's
start.
my teeth. It's in the grill.
Oh.
Yeah, it's my teeth.
Oh well.
It's 30K.
no, I'm just playing.
It's
But-
30K in my mouth.
Hey.
It's a house.
She like that.
All right, so Mozzie, on the show, you talked about your teeth, how much they cost.
I don't know. Uche was talking about how he doesn't flex his wealth and da-da-da, but he's still talking about his Maserati. He's still talking about his Richard Mille. And also, I'm trying to figure out what type of friends I gotta make to give me Richard Mille's, because that shit is I wish I could, one of my friends would be like, here, have a Richard Mille. Like, that's crazy, because I don't know, like, I just... What did he do to get that Richard Mille is what I'm trying to figure out.
He talks about getting on yachts, all that stuff. Is that usually how you pick up ladies or how you get?
No, it's not. I just was having fun on the show.
Okay.
None of the girls on the show was my type. I don't even know why y'all put them up there with me anyway.
What is your type?
Not that.
So what is?
So what is?
Somebody that's beautiful, got something going for herself, not up here with buck teeth, not a farmer. Y'all have farmers up there.
What?
It would look like I'm close to a farm.
Foreigner? You said
farmer. They
Like a
up there
farmer.
milking cows and stuff like that.
That was in the lineup for you.
That didn't make any. It just didn't make any sense. So I said, you know what? I'ma have fun, but I'ma still pop it. Let y'all know how I'm coming for real. Private jets, yeah. Everything I said is what's really going on. It's regular for me though.
So I know you said, none of those ladies were your type. You said you would look for a beautiful woman, a woman. I thought they were all beautiful.
They were
up there.
all beautiful, yes.
But
Cap.
Yeah.
So you wanted celebrities lineup or what?
I mean, look at me and look at them. Does that make sense?
But you came on the show. You seen the show before?
I seen the show.
okay, so to flip it back to the ladies, what did you all think of Mozzie's appearance when he came on the show? I know.
I mean, to be frank, I would not talk to either of these guys in like.
Be frank, I wouldn't talk to you at all either.
I know I
If
wouldn't
you
talk
see
to
my
you.
lineup, you would like you wouldn't even talk to me at all. You see my lineup, you'd be like, yeah, I know I ain't even on his level.
Your disco ball ass.
You look like Cisco when he brought the thong song. Like literally, like you don't believe in God. You got a strong Jamaican accent, but you ain't even from Jamaica. Like what
What are you talking about?
He's Jamaican.
You got this red lipstick on. You don't go with nothing. Your feet look like you've been walking all day on bricks. Like let's just be real. You ain't high at all. Like why you didn't even send me? Why they even send me next? They should even send me next to you if you really want to know the truth.
And I know your neck hurts.
Okay,
So I
guys.
don't know why you coming for her.
I wouldn't approach or talk to either of these guys because I'm not a fan of flashiness. I'm just not.
Because you
There's a
know that I
certain-
wouldn't talk to you.
Huh?
Because you know that I would not talk to you.
Well, thank God. Eh?
Yeah.
No, I'm just asking a question. Relax.
It's because I know you wouldn't talk to me.
Yeah, is
I
that the
don't
reason
know, I don't know
why?
what's in your mind. I'm just saying I don't like flashiness, and
Do
if
you
I
feel
see
like you're
flashy
not
guys,
good
I
enough
wouldn't
for
talk
me?
to them. Huh?
Do you feel like you're not good enough for me?
That's a crazy.
She doesn't know you.
I don't care. I don't know you. I'm just giving my answer
Off
to her
of first
question.
impression, looking at me and you looking in the mirror, would you feel like you would be appropriate for me?
I don't care.
I just feel I feel like it's a dumb question. Like she's not interested in you, so it doesn't really matter whether or not she would be appropriate for him. I don't think that they look like they go together, but that doesn't take away from her attractiveness. I don't think she should have came for Shawty on the Right's disco ball quote unquote outfit. I think it looks good, but it's just like there was no need to call them out. I feel like it's just getting to be a little bit divisive here, and I don't know, like just they clearly don't even seem like a fit for her. Like I don't get why there's so much animosity for somebody that is willing to go after white men. Like clearly she's not looking for somebody that's like flashy, because a lot of white men and non-black men are not doing stuff like that unless they're like Hispanic. Like some of the reggaeton artists, like they would rock shit like that, but it's not a lot of people outside of black people that would be wearing stuff like that. And she just doesn't like flashy, and I just feel like what Mozzie's saying doesn't really matter. And also, Mozzie 2.0, really came for her like crazy right there, walking on bricks all day. God damn, like whoa.
Well, that's the answer.
You know what's so crazy?
The answer's
I
no.
bet if she showed me the last 5 guys she dated, they not even on my level. They not nowhere near
I
my
dated
level.
a surgeon and 2 lawyers, buddy, not a disco ball.
I make more money in one day than a lawyer making a year.
You're not my type, and I'm not yours. What's your problem?
But I'm just saying.
You're so offended that I don't like flashy.
I'm not offended.
Yes, you are, because you're getting beefy. You're trying to easy fit.
All right, and then so just to kind of bring it back to Mozzie. Mozzie, we heard you came to Phoenix in a helicopter. Let's take a look at that clip.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I ain't getting all
Wow. There goes security.
Oh my God.
Wow.
In 4K.
Not when you landed.
In 4K.
He told him, hey, folks, just turn on the jets real quick.
This is crazy.
Crazy. All right, so I saw Uche's hand go up first. Go ahead, Uche.
Bro, for me it's the cowboy hat dude opening the door and the helicopter that's like so tiny that he can barely fit inside it, and the fact that it said Himothy on the back. It was like a TV show or a movie. Like, if that's how he wanna move, that's how he moves. But like, I don't know. Like, it's just, I don't know. It's almost like comedy. Like, it's one thing to wear a lot of jewelry. It's another thing to get on a helicopter to the black car, like in the little tiny helicopter. I don't know. It's just funny to me.
This is not to disrespect you.
Oh, here we go.
Let me finish. This is not.
Okay, sorry, guys. One person at a time, please. Go
This
ahead,
is
Uche.
not to disrespect you, but what makes you believe that I should not believe that helicopter was parked and you got in, then recorded yourself getting out, and then got into the car? I thought I was gonna see this thing coming from the air, then landing, and then you coming out. You do all this for what? Is it just your lifestyle? Like, that's just who you are? I'm curious.
I'm curious why you even talking to me.
Aren't we on the show? I'm asking a question. Like,
okay, I'm looking it off here. That was just a crazy. But that is a good point, though. I didn't even think about that. That he should have landed the helicopter. I mean, maybe he would have had to time lapse the video to like. That's why he's got to get his editing up. See, he's worried too much about the helicopter. He need to worry about his editors. But let me know what y'all think down below in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about all this flashiness. Let me know what else I should be reacting to. Make sure you subscribe if you made it to the end of the video. Like the video and check out my playlist to see my other Balloon Pop reaction videos. I'm gonna get up out of here. Hope y'all have a great day. Peace.
Oh, here, let's go, okay, let's go. Yeah. She wanna make me her wife, but I don't wanna be her wife, okay. Slide by in the motherfucking range, I do the dash in the vintage, yeah.